Now, talking about the presidential campaign and the 2024 race, I understand the author of a new biography on President Joe Biden says he would not be surprised, that's the author, if the president drops out, maybe even by the end of this year, out of the race and resigns the presidency. What's your understanding about what Joe Biden might do ahead of 2024?
Joe Biden cannot make it through a second term. He can barely get through this first term. His supporters and the people around him are nervous every time he speaks in public, every time he falls up the stairs going on to Air Force One, every time he does campaign events. He is declining rapidly at this point. So the Democrats are in panic mode. They want to replace him. Of course, they can't do it right now because that would make him the lamest of all lame duck presidents. So what I suspect is very likely is he will remain the figurehead, the nominee, whatever, until about New Year's, maybe early spring. And then they will quietly, usher him out, and we'll probably end up with someone like Gavin Newsom, or you know what, maybe even Bernie Sanders. Who knows at this point? But yes, there's a very significant chance that he will leave and will not be the nominee.
Just imagine if you and I were on a board for, say, any company, and the chairman was of the mental capacity that appears Joe Biden's currently is. I mean, it'd take 5 seconds for you and me to have a meeting and say, OK, guys, it's time to get rid of him.
That's exactly right. And it's gotten to the point where many of the people who I know personally who are very strong supporters of Biden, even they want him gone because they realize that his health and his declining cognitive abilities are a huge liability. But not only that, Steve, it's happening at the same time that these Hunter Biden scandals are kind of gaining traction in the media and becoming harder to ignore. And it would be easier if he had a stellar track record to at least point to, but he doesn't even have that. The economy is kind of in shambles. You got inflation continuing, the border is wide open. So it's really a perfect storm for Democrats. It's a major disaster for them.